It's, what is it? It is 5 to 12, Sunday the 9th. Yesterday was a complete washout. It rained all day, literally chucked it down morning through to evening, which was meant I couldn't get down to the allotment, but it was nice because I went over to Derbyshire to see mum and dad, and we also took a trip out to the garden centre, the local garden centre, where I'm afraid I went a bit mad and bought loads of seedlings, probably far too many to fit into this allotment. But it was smashing garden centre. You'd love it, Johnny. It's not one of those garden centres that just do cream teas and sell statues. It grows things. I know, weird. But yeah, brilliant, great value. And for each tray of seedlings that I've bought, I think they're about £2.99, and I'm not sure, when you factor in your time and the seed costs and farting about ordering them online or going to the garden centre and potting them up and bringing them on, I'm not sure you can do it cheaper yourself than buying them healthy seedlings that have been grown by people who know what they're doing. So yeah, that might be cheating, but yeah, look, good value to me. So today I've got a full day down here. It's looking very, very cloudy, and I'm expecting showers, but I think unless rain stops play, I should be able to get plenty of stuff actually in the ground. I've done a lot of preparation work on the beds, digging over. So I'm just going to rake them over, break it up to a sort of finer tilth, mix in a little bit of compost in the topsoil, and then start to get some plants in. Extend some of them tunnels. So I've got well, I'll show you in a second, but yeah, I was also watching, there's a smashing fella, absolutely brilliant fella called Cliff, who's got a channel called Castle Hill Gardens, I think, and Cliff knows his stuff, and he was planting his stuff out, and he was using a bulb planter as opposed to using a dibber or a trowel. So I've treated myself to a stainless steel one. I noticed on his video that he was having to once he'd used it, he was having to push the soil out of it, and one of the people commenting below said that I think they said, for God's sake, would you buy a stainless steel one? You don't have that problem. So anyway, I bought a stainless steel one. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, ideally get as much in as possible, get as many hoops in and nets pulled across. I bought some more net in, and then if I can get all of the stuff in, then see where we're at. I need to then crack on with some weeding because it's really racing up now. Right, as my dad said when he watched my last video, if you did less talking and more work, you'd get more done, which is a very good point, Johnny, the other Johnny. So I'm going to just flip this camera around and just give you a quick tour up and down of where we're up to. I'll show you the seedlings that I've bought and where I think they're going to go, and then I will do as the father suggests, and I will crack on and stop bloody talking. Right. Right, let's have a quick wander up and down. I'm actually trying to learn how to use audio recording so I don't get that distortion when it's really, really windy. So I've had a bit of fiddle with these settings, so hopefully we shouldn't get that distortion, and it's called clipping. There you go, who knew? Right, so I went to that garden centre and I bought too much stuff, and now I need to sacrifice some areas. So this bit here I was going to put wildflowers in. I'm probably now going to put Brussels sprouts in, and then put some netting across, and then we'd put some nasturtiums in that spot there. So this section here, probably, maybe, Brussels sprouts. Let's see how we get on. Oh. What else did we get? We got some a mixed beetroot selection, which looks fab. I love these golden ones. And then this is rainbow chard. I've got some compost to mix in as a bit of a top dressing. Falling into the neighbour's plot. This section here, if you can see there, I've got some more red cabbage. So I've already put some red cabbage in, which are looking really healthy. So that lot look fabulous. And then those seedlings there, I'm going to use my new bulb planter and we'll get those in the rest of the plot. This section, which I dug over, I can extend this the full length. I think we're talking about 7.5, 8 metres full length of the plot. And there's some purple sprouting broccoli, and at that end I can put some iceberg in. I've got some Lala Rosso lettuce. It won't all fit in there, but we'll see how we get on. Broad beans are coming through. I asked my dad yesterday, broad beans, how high do they grow? And he held his hand about 1 metre off the ground. So mistakenly I thought these things, coming through, I thought these things went up a couple of metres, but they don't. They go up between 80 centimetres and 1.2 metres in new money. They still need staking, but they don't go as high as I thought they would. That's where the couch grass field was, so that's available to me for planting stuff out. And that area at the top where the shed was, that I did say last week I was going to use for extending the sunflowers, I'm now not going to use for extending the sunflowers, quite simply because I've not got the space. And then it's just getting on top of the weeding, I think, and hopefully the weather stays okay for me and I can just crack on. I can hear my dad's voice going, stop talking and get on with it then now. So I will leave it there, and yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. A friend of mine, Shane, sent me some pictures that I'd sent him of what this plot looked like last April, and it's completely transformed. You don't really see it when you're down here often, and you're just making small changes at a time. But yeah, I'll put those pictures up. It's a bit of a transformation, and it's still a work in progress. But yeah, it's coming on. All right, shut up, Neil, and get on with some work. Good evening. It is. Can't see what it is. It is 5 to 7. Sunday, the 9th of May. I started off and I thought I'd bought too much stuff, and I haven't. It's all gone in quite nicely. It's all properly spaced as well. So I'll give you a quick look round. This is brilliant. Using this bulb planter to put the seedlings in is massive time saver. So yeah, I think, where did I see this? I saw this on Castle Hill Gardens. So Cliff, Castle Hill Gardens YouTube channel, is probably the most relaxing person on the internet to watch. He's like human meditation. Anyway, nick that from him, and it's absolutely brilliant. So I'm gonna just have a quick walk round, and then I'm gonna water just the new stuff that's gone in. I don't need to water all the other stuff. The ground's quite moist because it's been don't stand on a rake. It's been chucking it down. It was slinging it down all day yesterday. Yeah. Right, I'll just flip this camera around and we'll just do a quick whiz up and down the plot, and I'll just show you what I've got in. Put a new tunnel in, weeded the onions, but yeah, I'll have a quick look around. Been quite a good day today. The weather's been beautiful. It's not rained at all. It's really, it's been cloudy and then it's been clear. I think I've got a touch of sunburn, which is not a surprise for me. Yeah, so yeah, good stuff. Right, I'll just work this round and we'll go for a quick wander. Right then, let's have a quick wander around. First things first, this compost bin over here I've just checked the temperature on it and it's not really doing anything. And I've stuck the thermometer in that pile there just to compare, so we're going to have a look at that in a second. Booty, Bex, these are leeks that my neighbour's given me on the allotment, but I think we've got space to put them in and the ones that you've got waiting for me. So ideally we could probably get those in next weekend if you're about. Compost heap, let's have a look. So this is probe, and I don't think you can really see that, can you? Let's have a look. That's not bad. It's getting up to temperature. What's that, about 38 degrees? I wonder if it's because I'm been able to mix that one in a lot easier, possibly, don't know. Right, anyway, get on with it, Neil. This is now a full bed of red cabbage. That lot was already in. This lot I bought when I was overseeing my parents yesterday in Derbyshire. So that's the red cabbage. At this end, we've got calabrese, broccoli. I think that's purple sprout and broccoli. That's normal broccoli. That's garlic. There we've got some spinach, and here I think I said these were iceberg lettuce. They're not at all. They're little gem lettuce, and the lettuce next to them is Lollo Rosso. So that's a little bit of a salad patch. Looking a bit sad because I've not watered them in yet. Raw beans coming through. Lovely. This is I just had some peas from my next door neighbour, not on the allotment, actually from home. So just pop those in there. This is a selection of beetroot, of which the roots are rainbow coloured. Same with that rainbow chard there. I'll put a photo, actually. I took a photo of it. I'll put a photo up here. But the rainbow chard, not just rainbow chard on the top, it's actually all the way through the root system. It looks quite attractive. That lot are a dozen Brussels sprouts. This is a new tunnel, and that's a new net, and it's not quite wide enough. It's a 2 metre wide net. I think those over there are like 2.5 or 3 metres, so there's plenty to spare either side, but with this one it's a bit of a challenge. I've had to stretch it a little bit. Oh, it's getting windy. This bit is where the asparagus is, and I've just opened it up where the spears are coming through, but they're a bit tiny. So I don't know, I'm sort of debating interplanting them with some. I might just order some more mature roots and get some of those in there. I've weeded these. Wasn't too bad. Still some mare's tail coming through, which is a bit of a nightmare. I haven't weeded these, and I've been over the potatoes with a drag hoe, stirrup hoe, same thing, just to take the weeds off. That's the mustard coming through. This patch here, which I did say I was going to extend the sunflowers, now I think boots, that's I think where the leek's going to go in. So there's plenty of room there, and then on here we've got sunflowers coming through pretty much everywhere I've planted them, so that's good. And they were planted in twos, so if there's one spot where it's not coming up and there's two coming up in another spot, we can transplant them over, so it's no drama. I think that's me for today. It's been a lovely day again. Like I say, a bit blustery, hint of sunburn, but yeah, I've managed to get quite a lot done. So if I just get these watered in, I think that's us. Brilliant. Right. Maybe get down here in the week and do a bit more weeding. See, just depends how work goes. Right, good stuff. Catch you soon.